and welcome to our history lesson on Greenlandic whaling in the 18th century. Today we will explore the intricate details of this fascinating yet perilous industry that shaped the lives of many and left an indelible mark on history. Today we're diving into a time when Greenland's icy waters were the center of a vital and dangerous industry. The harsh and unforgiving Arctic environment was both a challenge and a treasure trove for those who dared to venture into its depths. In the 18th century, whaling became a crucial industry for many European countries. Nations like the Netherlands, Britain and Denmark saw the potential wealth that could be harvested from the seas and invested heavily in whaling expeditions. Whale oil was a valuable resource used for lighting, lubrication and in the production of soap and margarine. This oil was essential for lighting homes and streets before the advent of electricity, making it a highly sought-after commodity. Greenland, with its rich waters full of whales, became a key area for this hunt. The abundance of whales in these waters attracted whalers from all over Europe, turning Greenland into a bustling hub of whaling activity. But let's start with the Greenlandic Inuit, who had been hunting whales for centuries to obtain food, building materials and fuel. Their deep understanding of the Arctic environment and sustainable hunting practices ensured that they could coexist with the whale populations. Their methods were sustainable and adapted to the harsh Arctic conditions. The Inuit used every part of the whale, ensuring that nothing went to waste. This respect for nature and resourcefulness was key to their survival in such a challenging environment. When European whalers began arriving in the 1600s, it dramatically changed the landscape. The influx of European whalers brought new technologies and methods that were far more aggressive and less sustainable than those of the Inuit. Dutch, British and Danish whalers built whaling stations along Greenland's coasts and started competing for the coveted whales. These stations became the epicenters of whaling operations, where whales were processed and their valuable oil extracted. Whaling was not just an economic activity, it had significant social and environmental consequences. The intense competition for whales led to overhunting, which drastically reduced whale populations and disrupted the delicate balance of the Arctic ecosystem. European whalers brought technology and new hunting methods that drastically reduced whale populations. Harpoons, explosive devices and large ships enabled them to hunt whales more efficiently but also more destructively. This affected not only the whale's survival but also the lives of the local Inuit who depended on the whales. The depletion of whale populations meant that the Inuit had to adapt their way of life, often with great difficulty. It was a dangerous enterprise. Whaling in the 18th century was fraught with peril, from the treacherous icy waters to the sheer size and power of the whales themselves. Whalers had to battle ice, storms and freezing temperatures. The Arctic environment was unforgiving, and many whalers faced extreme conditions that tested their endurance and resolve. Many lost their lives in the attempt to capture these giant creatures. The dangers of whaling were numerous, from shipwrecks to attacks by whales, making it one of the most hazardous occupations of the time. Although Greenlandic whaling today is heavily regulated and focused on sustainability, the history of 18th century whaling has left a lasting legacy. The lessons learned from this period have shaped modern whaling practices and conservation efforts. It reminds us of how human activities can impact both nature and culture, and how we must work to protect our planet and its wildlife today. The story of Greenlandic whaling is a powerful example of the need for balance between human industry and environmental stewardship. Thank you for watching this quick history lesson on Greenlandic whaling in the 18th century. We hope this exploration has provided you with a deeper understanding of the complexities and consequences of this historical industry. If you want to learn more about fascinating historical topics, don't forget to subscribe and like our video. We have a wealth of content that delves into various aspects of history, offering insights and stories that are both educational and engaging. See you next time.